Hello everyone, welcome back to Magic the Gathering Arena, playing Quick Draft Dominaria United. Our rares and uncommons are not so inspiring in this first pack. I think I'll probably take Tori. Boros is pretty good, and Tori is fine in Boros. My problem with Tori is, like, it's a win condition. That's nice. But it's pretty expensive, and it doesn't do anything by itself. Like, you spend 4 mana, and then you have a creature. And then next turn, if the creature lives, and you already have a bunch of other creatures, something good will happen. But often it doesn't live, or it's like your only creature, so like I'm not in love with it. I mean, we could take a Tolarian Geyser, I guess. I think that might be better. There's also a Keldon Strike team, pretty good in red-white. By the way, I think I'd been getting... I saw... oh my god, my mouth, please help. Some drafts ago, I remarked on how Gaia's Strength, I had gotten the name wrong, because I thought it was... No, shit, I've already gotten it wrong. Gaia's Might? I was getting the name of that wrong. I was calling it Gaia's Strength, because I thought this was Might of the Coalition. Or no, I was calling it Gaia's Blessing, because I thought this was Might of the Coalition. But then there's like... There's Battle Rage Blessing. Anyway, this is Strength of the Coalition. There you go. So now maybe I'll stop getting that wrong. I don't know. Not my favorite pack. I think I am just going to take the Geyser. There you go. Sad. Love Song of Night and Day? No, Lightning Strike's probably better. Passing Najal, but who cares? I hate Najal. It hasn't done a single damn thing for me the 2 or 3 times I've drafted it. Could grab the Sentinel if we wanted to prep for walls, but that's obviously crazy. Give me the Lightning Strike. I've had too many drafts with no removal. Now I'm just taking removal. And I have had one draft with too much removal, but only one. Balduvian Berserker is good in red-white. It's a little surprising to see the Prayer Binding still here, but not surprising enough to make me take it when I've already got like a solid red-blue kind of thing going. Micromancer's solid. Destroy Evil's a little surprising. I'm kind of forcing red-blue here, which is not the best. Radadramic? No. We can take the Amplifier. It's not Radadramic. It's Ellis. It's a little surprising to see Ellis so late as well, right? It's a pretty good card for the deck. Shore Up's fine in this deck. Could take a land, but I won't. Geyser's good. Furious Bellow is also pretty good for red-blue. I think it's better than... Did I say Geyser? This is an Academy Wall. I don't know what I said. Yeah, Furious Bellow, the more of those you can have, like, the better in this deck. Okay. Another Amplifier. So, it was our last draft, right? Those blue-red horrible? Yeah, 1-3 blue-red. I'm doing it again, and you can't stop me. Impede Momentum should be way better than Fire NATO for a deck that's trying to kill the opponent quickly. Love Song's still here. It's a bit of a surprise. Yosha Declares War. It's just so slow. I'm not even going to take it. Give me the Love Song. You never know. We might end up in white somehow. The Academy Wall, I mean, it draws. I don't really want it, though. I think a Pixie Illusionist just to get a little chip damage in would be better. Really don't like Fire NATO. In fact, I'll sideboard this in case it helps me splash something. Don't like Smashed Dust either, but it could be okay. Oof. Cruelty of Gix. Well, we're not going to switch to black for that, but it's pretty cool. I'm just going to take a Lightning Strike. Very happy to see it. There's some other stuff here that would work out well for different decks than the one we're running, but who cares, because we're running this one. Ooh, I'm going to take another Amplifier over a Dragon Whelp. It's just too perfect for the deck. Timely Interference is what I hope to wheel. Keldon Strike Team would be nice, but I doubt it. Shore Up would be fine, but I also doubt it. Okay, another Shore Up then. Not really looking at anything but red-blue anymore. Negate is fine. Sprouting Goblin's also pretty good. But I like Negate. I'm not going to try to run Tatyova. Just give me a land. What about Airtight Scorn? It's not a very good counterspell. I think we have, like, plenty of spells. I just want to grab a useful land. There you go. You get offered Airtight Scorn anyway. Although I think I should take Impede Momentum or Thrill of Possibility instead. I'm going to take more Impede Momentum. Just keep removing their shit and tapping it down and swinging face. Impulse looks great. I did wheel it. No. This is pick 4. We're not wheeling anything. I could take the Tide Turner. I'm not impressed with Tide Turner. Don't really want Mary's Outrider, but I don't need a second Smash to Dust either. Okay, we actually wheeled the Timely Interference and the Shore Up. I already have 2 Shore Ups. Oh, and the Strike Team. Wow, that might actually be a take. How am I for creatures? I have a Micromancer and 3 Amplifiers and an Illusionist. So we're very low on creatures. Which can be fine if you can get your creatures to stick. But it's a little bit worrying. I mean, this deck wants to be low on creatures, but I might be a little bit too low, right? So we could take the Strike Team as just like a 3-mana haster. I think that's a good idea. We need something to hit the opponent with, or all these spells aren't doing anything. Ooh. Firestorm, the ultimate comeback card? Yeah, I think so. I have so few creatures that it's never going to kill any of my creatures, right? Knock on wood. I mean, like, Flowstone Infusion is also good, but this is a big comeback card if we get overwhelmed. I don't know. Is it any good? Maybe if I have to come back, I've already lost. But like, you can also kick it, right? Although I don't have any. Oh yeah, blue. Kick it blue, right? There you go. Video title. We're kicking it blue. So if you have 7 mana, you can use this to keep one of your creatures alive. Could take a Hammerhand. I think that's definitely worse than Flowstone Infusion. I think we have plenty of small removal, and I should take some big removal here. So a board clear. Yes. Stop trying to convince yourself it's bad. Furious Bellow, again, looks pretty good. What about the land, though? We sort of have enough spells. And Furious Bellow... No. We need to keep our creatures alive. Give me the Furious Bellow. Micromancer should be great. Don't really want a Haunting Figment. Balmor! Balmor! The one card we were looking for is here. It's Balmor. I don't know. I don't want any of this. A Trampler is cute, but Balmor gives stuff trample anyway. Love the counterspell. Bounce is fine. Over a 3rd Furious Bellow, I'm pretty sure. Amplifier pick 8, that's good news. Okay, another Shore Up, I guess. I don't think I need a Mana Worker. Yeah, there's nothing. I mean, I don't know. It could help a little bit with Temporal Firestorm if I happened to have 9 mana and wanted to kick it twice. I don't think that's realistic. Not that we're likely to run all 3 of these, but... How much draw did I wind up with? Like, not very much, right? I don't know. 1 Impulse. There's a Thrill of Possibility in here somewhere. There it is. 2 Geysers. The Micromancer. That's probably enough. Oh, and the Timely Interference. Alright. Well, we wound up with plenty of good cards that fit together in a theme. That's nice. I'm not sure if it all comes together into a good deck, but it's cards with a theme. That's at least true. I love the 4 amplifiers, not cutting any of them. We could probably go easy on the shore-ups and the negates. That would be a start. We could certainly cut a land, maybe 2? I don't have a lot of kicker. I think cutting 2 lands is probably fine. I don't have that much draw, right? I don't know if I even need Keldon Strike Team either, now that I have like the 4 amplifiers. Those are the only creatures I need. And the Pixie Illusionist. The Micromancers are just there to like fish up some cool stuff, and if I ever get to 4 mana, I'll be able to play them. I don't know, let's try this. Seems exciting. Right? I don't think I should cut any of this stuff for what I just took out, right? If anything, it would be a shore up for a negate or something. But shore up costs 1 less. And most of the things opponents are going to want to do that I could counter with negate, shore up also counters. Right? They're targeting one of my creatures to kill it. I don't know. I mean, I guess negate works for like take up the shield or heroic charge if we're in a race or something. I think 1 negate is plenty. Okay, this is Red Blue Redux, Part 2, the continuation, Electric Boogaloo, etc. There's a question. How do you pronounce Boogaloo? Is it boo like book? Or boo like what a ghost says? I can't keep a 1-lander, even if it does look pretty sick otherwise. Not in a 15-land deck. Okay, great. This is also sick. Even with only 6 cards. Although it does, the fact that we had to like mulligan to wind up with a 2-lander does make me a little bit nervous. Did I cut too many? How many lands should you expect to have in a 15-land deck, right? Not sure. I mean, 15 lands is what? 3/8 of your deck? So you should have a little less than 3 lands on average in a 7-card hand, I guess, right? Because if it were 3 7s, you would have exactly 3 on average. This is sort of a problem. Actually, I don't really want to attack here. It doesn't do that much damage, and I'd rather block this thing with Furious Bellow. Holds open counter spells as well. And if they do nothing, I have Thrill of Possibility, so that's fine. Double black. That's an odd tap when you have Knight of Dusk's Shadow on board. What's that about? Oh, they wanted to kick it green and white, huh? Wow. Okay. Well, I can't do anything about that. Opponent's at 25. I don't like this. Now the downside of casting this on their turn is that I don't get to play the lands I draw last turn, right? But I think it was pretty important to have these as blockers for their attack. I think I'm just going to bounce the knight and swing for 6. Am I? They would get to draw with this guy if I did that. But I would like more lands. Maybe I guess so. I don't think they're blocking here. If they do, that's fine. Their 2/2 is certainly worse than one of my creatures, but it has the potential to draw with the Stronghold Arena. Okay. They figure they're going to win the long game? Fair enough. Yikes. They're going to have a lot of mana. I hope that I can not care about that. I'm also, like, seriously regretting the 15 lands thing. Maybe this is just an unlikely run out, but I think it's not actually, right? Like, Island was a perfect top deck here. I think when you put 15 lands in your deck, 2 sometimes 3, or 3 sometimes 2 is about what you can expect from your mulligan, and, you know, we've drawn about a normal number of lands since then, I think, and I have not liked it at all. Right, we're now, well, 3/8 of the way through the deck. And we have 4 lands. That's a little low. Really glad I have a counterspell for that, because otherwise I have not a great way to deal with it. I guess I have Impede Momentum. That's a problem. Well, I mean, as I said, I do have Impede Momentum, I guess. Furious Bellow to deal with the Knight, and then Impede Momentum when they get to resolve the Ancient. They're actually hanging on to the Root Weaver to kick it. That's a little bit brave. But I guess they're at 21. They can be brave. Interesting that it auto-tap. I think it must have been auto-tap that spent the black mana there, right? Otherwise they would prefer to keep it. Okay, that doesn't do anything against this deck. I have no enchantments and nothing with 4 toughness. But we are still in bad shape, by the way. Okay, I mean, I could kick Firestorm and save one of my creatures. I guess it would be Balmor, right? I could attack first and see if they block, because Furious Bellow does kill all of this. And if they did that, I wouldn't have to Firestorm. I think that's fine. Okay, but now I think I do actually have to Firestorm. Missing a little damage by... Well, no, it's the same, actually. This wouldn't have gotten to attack, and this would have done one more damage. It would have been the same. This is obviously not good, though. Because all I have to deal with this is... I need more amplifiers. Actually, if I can... Well... If I kick an amplifier, they get the 5 life again. Oh, dear. That's actually something. I mean, I guess I have to keep it. It's not an amplifier, but it's like the second best card in the deck, right? I hate missing the damage here, but just casting Lightning Strike wasn't going to get it to live. Now I can double Lightning Strike this, or I can, like, not do that and save Lightning Strike for face damage when I eventually get my amplifier. Or, like, just use them now? On face? Gets in 9? They're still at 9, and I have no route to victory at that point, right? I think we just remove the 5/4 and get a little damage in. Feels bad, but all my choices are bad here. That's not too bad. That's not too bad. Although it does make all in all better, of course. Yeah. I mean, this looks pretty hopeless now, right? And I no longer feel like I put too few lands in the deck. We got a lot of them at some point. I don't really know when that happened. Yeah, do it. Draw 2 7-drops. Oh, yeah. Take another. Oh, it's 1 or more, right? Yeah, okay. Alright, I'm out of here. I don't think Balmor could possibly... I think even before they removed Artillery Blast, I had no hope, but... now I definitely have no hope. Did I say before they removed Artillery Blast? Before they removed Balmor with Artillery Blast. Am I making progress on these? No. Yeah, I don't know. I still think 15 lands is reasonable. I don't know. I have so much... Like, these are cheap spells, but I want to cast a lot of them very quickly. Maybe I do put a land back in instead of like... What, though? The Micromancers are pretty expensive. Actually, you know what? I think Temporal Firestorm is just... I can't come back after clearing the board. I think it's just too much to try to do that. You know, I'll cut a Micromancer too and put in another negate. Shore Up's more flexible because you can use it as a combat trick with the amplifiers. Could cut the last Micromancer and put in another negate. I think that's maybe too much. I do want to have more than 4 creatures in the deck. 5, I guess, right, with the Pixie. But it's basically just 4 amplifiers, a Pixie, and a Micromancer, I think. And the most important one, Balmor. Manetius? Well, I don't know if that means anything anywhere. Presumably yes, but I don't know what. It's a good card. Probably actually should have played a mountain there. I don't think it's gonna matter. Like I'll have double red before I need double red either way. Really could use an amplifier very soon. Is this attack even good? Not really. I'm gonna remove this on my turn. I know, like, this means I could have gotten in for 2, but I think I'm not meant to be racing right now. I'm gonna do this my turn because they could play another land and then have the ability to pump to 4, which seems like a very likely thing to do if I wait till their turn. And even if they don't play another land, they might draw, like, take up the shield or something. So... I'll attack here. Run out the Pixie next. I think I would much rather this be a Soaring Drake or something, but that's not the card I drafted. So here we are. And at the moment, a 1/1 flyer is not so bad. That's sort of bad. Sort of. This is 4 now. I mean, okay. Fine. It's not an amplifier, though. I really need an amplifier. Yeah, actually, I don't think I want this. Well, it's 2 face damage, 3, really. Plus, it might do better than that. I'm gonna keep it. If I knew the next card were Amplifier, yeah, I'd be discarding. I also could have used Lightning Strike there instead of Bellow. Because the Bellow gets in more damage. Who knows what's right? I'm not going to Lightning Strike a 1/1. I don't think I'm in that much of trouble race-wise. It does suck having no creatures. Ah, stop it! That's really quite bad. I guess I have Shore Up Bellow to kill a 4/4? I think I'm gonna die soon if I don't do that. I think it's too late for Essence Scatter. Well, yeah. I don't know. I'm throwing away so much damage to keep my life total high. I don't know if it's right. But I need to, like, also keep the board. Like, ugh. I don't know. I'm bad at this game. Just not doing any damage. This dang deck, man. Counterspell instead of Shore Up would be pretty cool here, huh? But then I'd have to draw Shore Up next, which I don't really want to do. Alright. I guess I'm just letting this in. Where's my Firestorm? I could recover fine if I had a Firestorm. See, I think, like, these Furious Bellows, if I still had them, I'd be pretty much killing them right now, but maybe I'd also be dead. They have 8 next turn. I have 7 damage in hand, 1 on board, plus 3. That's 11. So if I shot them in the face, they'd be at 7, and I would be pretty toast. So that doesn't seem like a great plan. But I think I can at least, like, kill this. And have Shore Up to block the 3-1, and then maybe I'm in okay shape? But I don't think so. Like, if they have Take Up the Shield, I'm also just dead, but... Okay, well, here we are. Necromass is pretty good. I'm not dead yet, I don't think. Like, I could draw Amplifier. There you go. And then top deck some good stuff. Like, don't I have another Furious Bellow in there somewhere? No? I've spent them all? 1, 2... I thought I had 3. I guess I don't. Well... I mean, this doesn't really work. I'm telling you, these decks, they're supposed to be good. I guess I didn't get any Twinfernos, which is a nice addition to the deck. Okay, I mean, I guess I'm dead again. There's nothing I can do here. Why am I sticking around? Let's just... How deep into the deck was that Amplifier? Halfway through. I mean, we're running 4 of them. We should expect to get one sooner than that. I don't know, though. I might have just blown my chance at lethal by piloting the deck wrong and not playing aggressively enough. Spending those Furious Bellows on defense instead of face damage. I think we are supposed to be racing. But, I don't know. It didn't seem right to let them keep hitting me for 4 while racing. You know, or 8 with both of their creatures. This is a good hand. I'm just not sure whether I play the Illusionist or the Amplifier first. You know, do I play my tap land or no? I think I do, because the Amplifier doesn't really do anything the turn you play it, or really the turn after most of the time. Or the Pixie gets in for 1. Okay, I'll run out the amplifier now. Before they can get a counterspell up. Means I don't have access to Geyser quite as quickly unless I draw another untapped land, which I'd probably rather not do. Okay. Well, no reason to cast any of this, right? Just swing at them, play the tap land. Okay. The mirror, as you might expect from the impulse after playing 2 islands. I'm pretty sure we just Geyser this, right? Well, we play the land first so that we can keep open blue mana. Yeah, I don't have a good way to kill it if I don't Geyser it, so... Boo. Okay, well, no attacks then. I guess I could have used the Pixie to kick the Geyser. That wouldn't have worked out very well, it turns out. I guess this is exactly what auto tap would have done. So I didn't really have to do it manually. I'm gonna hang on to the Balmor for now, though. So I can play it while having Negate / Shore Up available. I think we're in a slight waiting pattern here at the moment. Neither of us quite has enough of an advantage to do much attacking. That resolves. Yeah, see, they would have battled him to the Balmor. Okay, well. Still, I get my own Balmor this way. And I can negate the counterspell if they have one. That would be exciting, wouldn't it? A real wizard's battle. And I'm not going to bounce this because I want Negate to be available. They could easily have another Lightning Strike or something. They just didn't have the red mana for it on my turn. I mean... Micromancer for Shore Up seems pretty good. Bouncing their Balmor doesn't matter that much. Ooh. What about a kicked timely interference to kill Balmor? I don't think that's as good as a Shore Up to keep my own alive. Because they could easily just counter it, perhaps. That's a scary creature. But I can bounce it. And swing for a bunch. Do I want the life gain? No, right? I want to attack with the Pixie. I don't know. I don't want to attack with the Pixie. But I also didn't want the life gain. I don't want to have to spend a shore up just to keep my Pixie alive. Even if it would kill Balmor, I don't want to do it. Okay. Lightning Strike Balmor with negate available is a guaranteed kill on it. And a lot of damage, I think. Okay, well, we got there in the mirror. Was this my second mirror? Did I already play a red-blue deck? I'm like already lost in the fog. I didn't. Okay. It seemed like this guy was doing pretty well, but I guess not. Who knew having creatures is good for you? I never did get to use that negate, but having it was still good, right? It let me make a lot of plays that would have been very risky otherwise. I think, as I recall. Right, I got to play the Balmor knowing it would resolve because I could counter their counter if I had to. Among Us Cringe, that's a name. This is fine. I have an amplifier and some spells. What more could you ask for? A third land? Maybe. But 2 seems fine. Ooh, Cultist. Cult Conscript, whatever it is. This is a strong start from the opponent, although I guess they would have preferred a... Oops, a 2-drop. And I guess it's only good if they're racing us, right? If I can... Well, I don't know exactly what I mean. It's good because they can keep getting in 2 damage a turn. If my life total matters, their start is good. You have to attack here, right? To not attack would be lunacy. What? Perhaps a little too much respect. I feel like they should just throw away... They should be happy to throw away the 2-1. I guess they want to be able to block with it, maybe? Huh. Okay, whatever. Captain's Call. My goodness. I mean... 3 amplifiers. I'd like a 4th land, but... In principle, we're threatening a lot of damage here if I could, like, actually get these guys to trample with Balmor. Or First Strike, or whatever is necessary. Okay, that's good. What now, though? I think we just draw a shore up? Maybe a Timely Interference is better. Yeah, I don't have anything I especially need to protect, and this draws. And may very well actually protect a creature in combat, right? in addition to the big pumping effect. What I need to do is hit Balmor somehow. And then we're finally actually in business. Without Balmor, it's not really clear what we're doing. Okay. Still not really clear what we're doing. I could just swing with everything, I guess. I have 2 lightning strikes. I have a timely interference. I don't really see that getting us anywhere. Maybe I draw? By geysering back their wall. I would say a 1/1, but they would just sack the 1/1 and then I don't draw. We'll see if they're so cheerful about doing that to a barricade. They could stop me drawing here, but then they don't get the barricade back. Green, by the way. Okay. I mean, this is probably a good attack now, right? Alright, kill that first then. Losing just the Micromancer and hitting for a truckload. Yeah, I mean, I think this is pretty close to killing them, right? The 2 lightning strikes to face mean we only need to get in for 4. I have a Furious Bellow. Can tap down the wall and swing again. Land's pretty good. I think I'm going to say no to this, right? It's better than having an actual combat trick. Means they... Oh, this is so cool, because now they can't even double block a 3/2. They'll die. So they have to chump both of them. I think we got there. To say the least. I mean, no guarantees, but it's looking pretty good. I'm also thinking I should put the 17th land back in the deck. Lands are great. I love them. The funny thing is, Joined Forces wouldn't actually have untapped this. Because it has stun counters. So they would have still just had the 2 blockers, but... And they would have had a double block, but one of them would have actually killed an amplifier. So by countering the Joined Forces, I saved an amplifier and also got in... Well... Got in damage. I guess I could have let it resolve, and then if they don't... If they try a double... But like, they wouldn't try a double block, so I don't know. Okay, life gain. That's cool. They kicked it, though, right? Barricade and Rager. says to damage, but it should be to first strike damage, shouldn't it? Clearly, it did know it was a first strike phase. It's just like, I don't know. It didn't update the text when I didn't update what the name of the phase it was going to next when I changed which creatures have first strike. Not a big deal. But like when a creature that natively has first strike is on the board, it does say to first strike damage. Like if you have a Knight of Dawn's Light, for example. Erosions. Oh, I forgot to think about putting the 17th lamp back. Alright, this is a good hand. I have an amplifier. I still don't know why this says target creature you control. Clearly because that's what's printed on the card, but why did they print that on the card? Okay, I mean, this creature could be enough to kill them all by itself. No, you fool! How dare you! It's not going to be enough to kill them all by itself, it turns out. With enough lightning strikes to clear the way was sort of my idea. Alright. Well, I'll pass. See if they play something more threatening. If so, counter it. If not, lightning strike. I don't like that very much. 1/4 is kind of tough to get through. Actually, yeah, well, sure. And I guess I'll just lightning strike this now. Could really use that land that I would have put in the deck if I had wanted to. If I had been consistent with my plans. I don't know what I'm saying. I don't even know, like, if I could thrill a possibility something, what would it be? A lightning strike? That seems wrong. Maybe I could thrill a possibility a shore up, I guess. I think that's right. To try to get amplifiers, Balmor, lands. Nobody would negate this. Really? Running negate in blue-black? What are you thinking about? Okay. There's the Balmor. Very good news. And a negate, so that if they do counter it, or try to remove it with Tribute to Urborg or something more likely. I think I'm actually just going to play out the Micromancer first. Go grab another shore up to replace the one I threw away and see if I can play Balmor on a turn when I have more mana available. I see. They had a kind of weird counterspell that they weren't sure they wanted to use against my draw. Makes sense. I could play the Balmor first so that I get damage out of doing this. I guess it's fine. Very good. I guess a shore up to keep Balmor alive. I obviously don't want to bounce their dude. I could impede it, but I can just kill it in a minute. So I guess I want the shore up. And by in a minute, I mean like literally right now. Alright, we got an attack in. We're on the road to victory here. Just need an amplifier to really start doing anything at all. I don't know if I'm supposed to play this island. Probably I am. There's some shit like I don't have any way to discard it in my deck. If they Phyrexian espionage me, I'll kind of wish I had it. But you know what this deck needs is Tolarian Terrors. No wonder I don't have enough creatures. I have the best creature for the deck I have not obtained. Well, second best after Balmor. Didn't get any terrors. That's what's wrong with this deck. Because giving those chonkers trample is really quite good. I actually don't know. Is it more important to Lightning Strike now so they get in the 1 damage with Balmor? Or on their turn so that they have to spend 3 mana? I think it's better to wait till their turn, right? I could also decide the 3-2 doesn't matter. Hang on. Like I could shore up Balmor to block it in combat and win? I don't think that's good. But at any rate, I don't want a Lightning Strike just for 1 extra damage right now. I don't know, I'm bad. If I was going to do this now, I should have done it in upkeep before they drew. I was like, oh, maybe they'll play something else. But of course they won't do that pre-combat, so I guess I'm just stupid. So, did they just draw that negate? Who can say? I don't actually think it was a very good use of negate. I think it would have been better saved for, they could just say, okay, you got me, and then barricade to draw. But I think Shore Up is bad for the same reason. They can say, oh, okay, this is dying, I'll just sack it. I guess I could trade. That's not so bad. It's a little bad. Urborg back just Urtai, huh? Okay. It's pretty good. I don't think they're going to use it to kill Balmor right now. I mean, they could, I guess. But I kind of think they want to wait to like counter my next creature spell or something. I don't know. Maybe not. Yeah, see, they don't seem inclined to use it proactively, which makes sense. As long as Balmor is just a 1/3 flyer, he's not really doing anything. And I don't have another negate, so when they try to counter my next spell, it's going to resolve. This sucks. Oh, I'm going to get Blight piled to death before I can do anything. Balmor, one man cannot like carry a nation here. don't think I need this last mountain, honestly. Like, even if I draw an amplifier and I want to kick it, I still have enough mana to play my other stuff. Yeah, my opponent's just in a winning position, hanging on to a counterspell, basically. For example. This makes them spend the counterspell? And gives me a card, so I mean, I don't see anything better to do than play it. They might just let it resolve. Well, okay, I guess Balmore's dying soon. But not now. Because Airtight can kill it now. Okay, they were just waiting till I didn't have any blue mana, it looks like. Joke's on you, I have another Balmore. In an alternate universe, I might say such a thing, but in this universe, I cannot. Yeah, that's pretty good. No. All right, 2 and 3, 2 and 3. I guess that's pretty much the end for me. What could I draw that would be relevant here? Nothing? Yeah, it looks that way. Alright, let's just play land and attack. I mean, I don't know. Those aren't even my dailies. Let's get out of here. My dailies are like play blue cards and play red cards. Yeah, so this deck isn't as good as I thought because I forgot that I don't have any terrors. I was like, why don't I have enough creatures? Something seems wrong. It's because I was supposed to have like 2 terrors in the deck. Some draw wouldn't have hurt either. I had a little, right? Impulse, Thrill of Possibility. I needed more. I don't know. Tough to know how to build this deck, I feel like. Well, that's life. This account is getting pretty broke. I might have trouble continuing to play on it. Oh well. Hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.